Hello, everybody.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and our home team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. To throw is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's... negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 2nd and 7, Daniel. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Daniel on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got to come.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 10 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Howard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On first down, they run with Howard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Sproles. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads. And oh, it's blocked. The Bears pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He spins free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Daniel. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On play action, Wentz gonna look deep for Jeffrey, and that gonna be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And now running, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 50 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the defense there, opportunistic. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. On second down, Montgomery. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On first down, Cohen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Daniel. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Whoosh, pushing his way through. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
50, play. Look at me. Score.
On first down, Daniel. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Daniel. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Running with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Wentz now to throw. This one complete to Sproles. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Sproles.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Let's go, fellas.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Cohen. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
for
scores 3
filet,
times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt your...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 75 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And that'll be incomplete.
Pass interference.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, it's Daniel. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, again to Davis. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
60 Pittsburgh.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. That's complete to Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
59 close. Check. 59. Watch the screen.
On first down, Howard. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Sproles. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete.
Oh, the Bears break through, and they block it. And they'll wind up taking over there in their own territory inside the 40. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On second down, Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a second and long. It's complete. It's Sproles. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wentz to throw again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he spins through. And some room to run now. And still fighting.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniel. He's got the hook up to Miller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. A second broken tackle. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is Howard on second down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
No, you are.
Thanks.
Here we go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, Zoo. Defense, keep it up, guys. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down, Daniel. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Ready?
On second down now, it's Cohen. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Let's go.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch, a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They go with Howard again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's Daniel. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Daniel. This is Miller, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 29 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Wentz.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. And you've
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Wentz. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel. 73 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad. This
will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Draw play. This is Sproles. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. So far he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Daniel now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. And some space here. 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 48 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there. 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Wentz again. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Wentz now to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Let's go. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Wentz going to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again.